All right. Welcome to the very first episode of the 41st Media Team podcast, or the 41st MTP for short. Everything. We are here with Hog and
Hello.
Engie.
Howdy.
And then I am Bear. Would y'all like to say your CT numbers?
I don't remember.
Likewise, I don't remember either. Let's see.
Wait, maybe I do remember.
That's wild.
CT 1027, Sergeant Major Engie.
I'm amazed that you had to look up your own number that you're given at birth and you're a Sergeant Major.
I'm only a CTV 7904.
I am Staff Sergeant Bear 7850 and everything. And on this podcast, we will be talking about Star Wars related topics. Because I mean,
Maybe.
why
Maybe.
wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we?
I don't know. We're stupid.
I think we should get into the economics and the political situation of the Mass Effect and Halo universes.
Yeah, totally. You're so smart, Engie.
Just instantly, the podcast just gets banned. It's like, nope, not anymore. Nope, you guys are off. You're getting kicked out of the Grand Army of the Republic.
Damn.
Just immediately. But yeah, so to our first topic, potential alternative history of different, scenarios and or historical events like the Naboo crisis and or Order 66 if it were to fail.
I was under the impression that was the fourth topic.
It is. I want to do it backwards.
Oh,
Well, that's an interesting one because, by all accounts, the Naboo crisis is the kind of linchpin that set off the entire galactic civil war and is the reason for our creation. So if it fails or it changes in some manner, there's a potential that we don't exist at all. Oh shit.
I mean, okay, because the thing is, it's like, if the whole situation never happened in the first place, the CIS would have never have been born, or like it would have at least taken much longer for it to actually have formed if it wasn't for the Naboo crisis.
maybe. Or a different crisis would have taken place.
That's true.
That's
different
true.
crisis, different planet.
True. But Howard, the question is though, like, what would this alternative crisis be though? Like, would it be Coruscant? Would it be like something similar to what happened in Episode 3?
No.
I would almost hazard a guess that perhaps it was something on a CIS world, because at the time they weren't the Confederacy yet, they were still members of the Republic. Maybe something involving the Republic Judicial Security Forces? Something that gives them a cautious bell to declare independence?
Oh, that's
Like,
that's a good point actually. Yeah.
Like maybe a rogue judicial captain fires on a civilian vessel and then rams his ship into a major population center, something like that.
Right, yeah, and then that would give reason to like have doubt
Into the Republic, its current forces, and the loyalty and stability of that kind of the system. Yeah,
Yes, I suppose doubt is the whole way it happened, didn't it?
it's all you need is one system, one government doubting the status quo and doubting the capabilities of the current system. That's all you need to breed potential rebellion.
That is true, especially since knowing Palpatine, he would have been willing to make up any type of scheme to make something like that happen. But we love Palpatine, right? He's our chancellor. He's great.
Yeah, the Emperor's fantastic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, rah, go Empire.
Right. I'm totally not going to try to pull a fives on him. Right.
I'm totally not going to take the plan I just discussed as the alternate scenario to the CIS rising and use that to potentially.
I'm not going to crash into the Republic. Nope, not me.
I'm not going to crash into the Imperial Palace while he's in session. Totally not.
Nope.
There's a bunch of vendors like, oh, we could pull the holdo maneuver, just.
Hyperspace through the planet of Coruscant.
Yeah, it'll take Palpatine and the rest of the planet, but small sacrifices.
Yeah, 3 billion people. Or no, it's like 3 trillion. I don't even know.
The
small
population.
sacrifice.
The population's crazy large on that planet.
Not quite sure where we sit on the timeline, but I'll yell for Alderaan while I do it.
Right.
Well,
no, but really, the population there is getting out of hand. We gotta neuter some people.
Exactly. It's just population control, plain and simple.
I mean, it's gotten to the point where we don't have enough space on the surface to put more people. We literally have people living in different layers of the planet's crust.
Let's see. So what other? Yeah, I'm more than sure that if Naboo had failed in some form or the other, that there was an alternate plan ready to go. Mm-hmm. Question is, what would that be?
Right.
And what part failed? Would it be the entire thing failing or not happening? Or would it be Qui-Gon Jinn living? Or would it be different than that? Would it be Anakin never got on and destroyed the Lucrehulk?
That's true. That's a good point, actually. Right. Okay. So, because honestly, I feel like the events would have gone so much more different if Qui-Gon lived. So much.
I would have to 100% agree, because if you look at Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, their manners, their temperament. Qui-Gon was a much more suitable master for someone like Anakin, someone who's more of a free spirit, who has more of kind of an independence and a will about them. Whereas Obi-Wan, as he was in The Phantom Menace and even through the lead up to Attack of the Clones, he was very much a rule follower. He was very much like grounded in the temple style, the temple beliefs, and the temple temperament. But that's not Anakin. He needed someone who would understand what it's like to be a bit of an outsider. So I think that if Qui-Gon had been his master, I don't think there would have been a chance in hell of Anakin ever falling to the dark side.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. Especially since like Obi-Wan, with the whole no attachment thing, like he had the opportunity to be happy and to be with the one he loved, but the man said, no, I have to follow, the code, the guidelines, the ethics.
Space monk rules.
Yeah.
Space monk rules.
Yep. Space monk rules and everything and stuff. So, like, the man...
No bumping uglies for the space monks.
But yeah, no, like the man was such a large rule follower that, like, the man said, like, nah, I can't mess with you, right? I gotta follow my training.
Well, the Jedi were also a little bit flawed in their rules.
More than a little flawed.
Well, yeah, more than a little flawed. I mean, even if you look at the fundamentals of what they call the Force, think about it this way. It seems more like everyone should be in the gray area between the light and the dark, because that's what balance is. They said they wanted to restore balance, and then they want to kill all the Sith and have 10,000 or so Jedi. That's not balance, is it?
Nope. Light cannot exist without darkness, but at the same time, they wanted to create an absence of darkness, which is impossible.
Yeah.
It'll always come.
It'll always be there. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
and then...
I would like to point out that Obi-Wan's constant adherence to the rules. By the timeline, he had 3 separate relationships. One with Duchess Satine of Mandalore, one with Jedi Knight City Tachi, and one with Adi Gallia.
Oh
Had a
yeah.
relationship with Adi Gallia? Totally didn't notice that.
Pretty sure it was somewhere in the expanded universe. Whether that's considered canonical or not is up for debate, but
Oh, there's
Pretty
a
sure
lot of
there's a-
things.
pretty sure
could
there's a
be
hint of it
considered
somewhere in
up
there.
for debate.
You know, and then I guess another thing about the Naboo crisis, if they were able to eliminate both Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, like even like before they were even able to meet up with the Queen and then set off on the ship and then like land on Tatooine, the Order would have never found Anakin. There would have been nobody to help the Queen take back Naboo. The CIS would be, I feel like they would have been even more hostile, like even more aggressive than they were, because they're like, oh, we just like took an entire planet from like one of the most like prestigious, you know, people who are part of like the Republic Council.
And the Republic just didn't care or do anything.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and then
Nope.
that would also mean that that the Gungans would have never have made peace with the people of Naboo, and so then they would also would have been occupied, and then that entire planet would have just been locked down. And everything. Oh, yeah, right. And then this is before the Republic even like raised like our military, or before they found out there was one made for them. But still.
Well,
Yeah, before
they
we
had
were
a
real.
true military.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true military instead of just like a, you know.
Pseudo-military
Peacekeeping
thing.
forces. Yeah, definitely a militia.
Yeah. Before
Yeah.
we came in, you know, it's like, yeah, we know you know.
Professional, born and bred soldiers, quite literally born and bred.
We like bread.
Yes, bread is good. Bread is very good.
Go in mouth. Tasty. I don't know what I'm talking about, man. I'm totally not on death sticks right now.
Oh, I thought they left you in like your tank a little too long when you're incubating. But okay.
No, they didn't do that. I just got a little bit too much, too interactive with Rex.
Wait. Since when does Rex have death sticks? Is this what?
Is this the captain's side hustle? Death stick dealer?
I don't know. You gotta ask him.
What?
You know, that would explain so much about Touring Company. That would really explain a lot about Touring Company if Rex was dealing death sticks on the side.
Where do you think they get their bravery?
Oh my god, is that why they're so
I thought it was the
cracked?
Jawa juice, man.
Oh my god.
No, that's too tame. That's too tame.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No wonder they're always like in the front lines, just like willing to die, where we're over here like, nah, I'd take a sniping position, and then, you know, my superior officers be like, but you're a heavy class, like, give me a sniper, please. I don't want to be up in front.
The 41st were always kind of conservative about this shit. The 501st, full steam ahead!
Why do you think they're bright blue and we're camouflaged?
That makes a very fair point.
That's
They are
true.
starkly out there.
That's a good
We're
point.
camouflaged, and we covered up all the white to boot just to make sure.
Yeah, there's not a lot of planets where the whole fully white thing works very well.
It doesn't even work on Camino.
No.
The ocean
Yeah.
is blue.
Yeah, I kind of wish that the Kaminoans weren't the ones to make us, but oh well.
It could have been a lot worse. There were quite a few other bounty hunters that we could have ended up as clones of. Imagine an entire army of Cad Banes running around.
Our fucking boss.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Or that bald ponytail girl. What the hell is her name?
Oh, Aura Singh.
Yeah, or
Or
saying we could have all
Oh,
been
shit.
her.
Oh God, no!
That would have been horrifying.
Oh my
Django
God.
Fett was truly the best option. May he rest in peace.
I mean, look at the Alpha Arc troopers. If we were all like them, the war would be over already.
Hey, without those damn chips in our head, the war would have been over a crap ton sooner.
Yeah, well, without the chips, we might have been insane. So maybe
Yeah,
not.
but if you think about it, it suppressed the Mandalorian genes in us. Think about how much the Mandalorians accomplished with forces not much larger than the Grand Army of the Republic.
That is true.
Fair enough.
That's true. I mean, the amount of casualties we've sustained.
Because of people like Krell. That's not our fault.
Yeah, or Tarkin.
We don't talk about that. That was a dark time. But
Well, I just have to point out, I don't mean to speak ill of fallen brothers, but they were kind of dumb. The 501st and the 212 were kind of dumb for believing the Umbarans stole our armor. Have you seen the size of their heads compared to ours?
and then plus,
Yeah, aren't they like kind of vertically headed?
Very. Not quite Kiadi Mundi vertically headed, but they were still larger than us.
That dude's got like an 11 head.
Yeah. No, and not only that, but also like it seemed like that the Umbarans, from what I've heard from some of the guys over there, they wore like these like helmets and stuff that like it kind of seemed like they needed it to breathe or something. I don't know.
Had some gas or something in it. Yeah.
Because, you know, when we shot them and they didn't hit, if we were to shoot them in that glass, they would die. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
you'd be
you
shooting
shoot
them in
them
the head as well.
anywhere. You shoot them anywhere, they're kind of gonna die, but depends on how fast.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, I think what he's trying to say, it's like if you break the glass without killing them, the lack of gas is what's probably gonna do them in, probably.
Oh
You mean
yeah,
the
no,
glass,
100%.
but yeah. The like face shield thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
100%. You break that helmet, they're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point I'm trying to make. It was kind of stupid for them to fall to the armor thing when, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and then plus it's like, it's very obvious that they have like significantly like better technology. I mean, like that centipede tank that they had,
Dude, Jesus.
our rockets cannot penetrate that. I don't.
Yeah,
Imagine,
that was scary.
imagine if the regular CIS had that kind of tech. Oh, geez, we would have never
We
stood a
would have
chance.
lost a long time ago.
We would have stood no chance in hell. Honestly.
Which makes me think, what do their like navy look like? We've only seen their fighters. Imagine their actual navy ships.
Didn't we see their navy though in some capacity?
We only saw their fighter ships. We didn't really see like their actual navy.
Let's see here. To the extranet or the
Well,
holonet.
they were having backup from the CIS, so their navy was the CIS, and then those fighter ships, basically.
That's true. There wasn't
Okay.
a whole lot of independent navies for either side during the Clone Wars.
Because if you remember when Hardcase and the rest went up in those fighters in the naval battle, it was just CIS ships versus Republic ships. It wasn't any Umbaran ships.
So, do either of you remember from the holo footage from Umbara the like odd blimp-looking vessels that kind of showed up here or there?
No.
Not really.
Well, according to the HoloNet, that's what an Umbaran cruiser question mark looks like, a giant clamshell.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it now. It kind of looks strange.
Yeah,
It looks like
Very interesting.
some sort of weird rendition of Count Dooku's Reno ship thing.
That's what it. Yeah, it looks like the
Oh.
Renault. It looks like the Renault Star Drives. Yeah, but a
Oh.
little more organic looking.
Yeah,
Interesting.
wait, I'm looking at it now. What?
Yeah, I didn't even know that existed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Guess
what the
I got
HoloNet's
trained
good
well.
for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The HoloNet and Wikipedia.
Yeah, because Wikipedia exists in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, Wikipedia.
Hey, say what you want about the Wookiees, they know how to make their technology. Even though it's all wood.
Don't say what you want about the Wookiees, because they'll rip your arms off.
That too.
That was wild. I was not expecting to see that on the Battle of Kashyyyk.
Mm-hmm. That was very terrifying. That was watching them just grab full-on B2s and just rip their arms off.
Wait, no, and did you see that one Wookiee that just happened to jump on like that one tank or like that one vehicle, put a detonator on it, and jump off like it was an action movie? I
remember that.
I saw that. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'd do that. I would get shot if I were to do that. No way. I would get
100%.
blasted. I would get blasted if I did that.
It's like that. It's like, what was his face? Trickster on fucking Utapau. Remember when he jumped up on the crab droid?
Oh
yeah.
I would have been absolutely shredded if I tried something like that. But somehow he survives.
I'm honestly surprised that none of the B1 or B2 droids shot him when he did that. They were all right in front of him. It was like in the middle of like the fucking battlefield. It was right there.
Your problem is assuming that those droids are smart enough to do that.
That's true. That's true. The CIS picked the literal cheapest possible AI that they could stick into the B1s and B2s.
Those droids are a travesty to everything, everywhere.
They are just...
They're a travesty to mud huts on every planet, somehow.
They lost
and I don't even know what I mean
monkeys on that freaking... What was that planet? The Lerman planet? They literally lost to monkeys.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, that planet.
Yeah, right. I remember that.
But I am convinced that they saw Trickster having a main character moment and they just decided to leave him alone.
Okay, so the Lerman is the race, but it was on the planet Maigito.
Maigito? Wait, isn't that where Kiani Mundi got accidentally filled with laser bolts?
Accidentally, he says. Accidentally.
I don't think that that's correct.
Hey, I asked one of the Galactic Marines about it. Apparently, he just accidentally walked into their line of fire.
I don't know. No.
I don't think that's what that was.
No. That 212 gunner on Utapau.
No.
He wasn't trying to kill Kenobi, he was trying to kill the guy next to him.
No.
He was trying to kill the thing that he was riding.
He was trying to swat a bug next to Kenobi with the main gun of an ATTE.
Yeah, right. Anyway.
Yeah, we definitely didn't get an order at all to do it. Totally not.
100% not. No, definitely not.
Not in a million.
It was just a very unfortunate series of accidents.
Right? So conveniently, and then next thing you know, it just happened to come out that the Jedi are evil. They happen to try to overthrow the Emperor. And like, oh, all these accidents happen. Maybe it's a sign.
Maybe it was. You never know.
Yeah, that's totally how it worked out. So convenient.
Don't ask
Jedi?
Ask what happened to the younglings? Just don't ask.
Oh god. Anyways. Actually, that kind of leads perfectly into like, what if Order 66 failed, or whatever that may be,
What if Order 65?
Oh, if Order 65 happens, huh?
I actually don't remember what 65 is.
65
is the rest of the Chancellor.
I'm pretty sure it's kill the Chancellor.
Kill the Chancellor, yes. If the Jedi Council, the majority of the Senate, and the Security Council all decide that the Chancellor is a threat to the safety and well-being of the Republic, He is to be arrested and then summarily executed by the highest-ranking GAR officer present, or something along those lines.
Oh.
Gar. Gar, you fucking idiot. Also, I'm pretty
Hey.
sure that it was actually only able to be ordered by him. So he would have ordered his own.
For his
Execution.
own execution?
Yeah.
Oh,
The game was rigged.
imagine if he just didn't read the order booklet properly. Like,
Or if
What's
the
the order to
Kaminoans
kill?
made a mistake.
Oh,
They
no.
mislabeled.
They just forget to add that detail into him.
They mislabeled the information booklet.
Next thing you know, and then the scene's like, execute Order 65.
5 minutes later,
An entire...
his office just gets blown up by like an orbital laser or something.
No. You see like 2 lats fly up to his office right outside the window.
It's all the null class arcs.
Oh, so it's like 6 people?
Yeah. It's the null class and then it's Delta.
I think you mean Alpha. Or do you mean Delta Squad?
Delta Squad.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I think we're getting back off topic a little bit.
But
All right, time for an ad break.
We're making money
Can
off
I
of this?
do
I
the
wish.
ad break for this one?
I wish we were making money off of this. Imagine.
Maybe eventually.
Maybe at some point.
No,
So,
you know what would be cool if we were like sponsored by like a cantina in Coruscant.
I'm pretty sure if we talked to Dexter, pretty sure he'd be willing to sponsor. Or how about 99s?
Isn't he dead?
Mm,
Oh, wait, no, the place, not the person.
The place.
Dexter's Diner, yeah.
Yeah,
And 99's Bar.
yeah.
Right.
Pretty sure if we talked to them, they'd be willing to sponsor.
Hopefully, hopefully.
Maybe if we go to who's the one who's trying to give us sentient being rights? Rio Chuchi. Maybe Pantoro will sponsor the podcast too.
Maybe. Or maybe she'll stop trying to give us sentient being rights.
she'll listen to like 5 minutes of this and be like, no, they're a lost cause.
Like, I'm sorry, I cannot represent these clones
Anymore.
anymore. no. Or
I
watch
heard
it,
what they said. No, I can't do this anymore.
or watch it. Be like, I cannot. I will support their rights, just not this regiment's, not the 41st.
Specifically, that regiment.
The
needs to
41st will be
go.
enslaved forever.
Every other regiment can have sentient rights.
Not us though. No.
Anyway, going back to the original topic, I would hazard a guess that if we didn't have these damn chips in our noggins, then I would guarantee that more than half of the Grand Army would not have fired on their Jedi.
Oh, 100%.
'Cause
100%.
You know for certain that the Wolf Pack would not have shot down Plo.
Oh, not
If
in
anything-
a million years they wouldn't.
No.
If anything, they would immediately go turn around and try and burn down whoever suggested that they shoot down Plo. Jedi Master Plo. Imagine Wolf just marching in with the entire Wolf Pack into the Chancellor's office.
Oh my
And I
God.
mean, over on Felucia, weren't General Sakura and Bly doing it? So I don't think Bly would have shot her.
Yeah.
I mean, he has told me a couple things,
Ooh.
both wholesome and not as wholesome
Oh.
and stuff.
Oh.
Hell, I shouldn't even be saying this on the podcast, because like it's on the
Bly's gonna come after you. Bly's just gonna beat you.
You are not going to live very long.
The entire Star Corps is just gonna We're just gonna be in training one day, and the entire Star Corps is gonna show up. It's gonna be like, "All right, see you, Bear. It was nice knowing you. All right, guys, go, 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 go." Anywhere but here.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
I mean,
But anyway,
it doesn't really matter at this point. I mean, like, she's gone. That's in the past. Like, what can, what's so bad about us talking about? You know what I mean?
that's fair, I suppose. That's fair. I mean, Neo had some things to say about Stas Ali too. That was interesting.
That was, yeah, no, that that was so
Ooh. Yeah, I remember, I forget who it was, but someone was spreading unsubstantiated rumors that Commander Gree and General Nduli got up to it from time to time. But I don't think that was ever confirmed one way or the other.
I heard the same thing, and then I kind of asked around, and then next thing I know, I had to scrub toilets for like a month. So
You got retreat duty.
so if that's an indicator of anything, there you go.
Yeah, I also heard the same, but with Galley and Offie.
Really?
But I heard it was more of the prison conjugal visit variety after what happened at the temple.
That I have not heard that at all. This is completely new. This is new to me.
Dude, this is what happens when you have Sergeant Major access to things.
You just go into files.
Oh
God.
You know, I think there was one Jedi Master and Commander pair that I never heard a peep out of, one way or the other. It was Depa Bibala and Gray.
Bibla,
Never heard anything.
Yeah.
Whatever her name is. I don't know. I can't keep track of this. There's like 10,000 Jedi out there. There was.
No, there was. And stuff, and then, like, how has it been? Have you seen a Jedi?
I heard some guys got cut up by one mule and a red to get their day, but I guess that's more Sith.
I mean, that sounds like a skill issue.
Oh my god.
Look.
You're really gonna disparage the name of Fallen Brothers by saying it's a skill issue.
Look. We after that order or after the accidents, I
The
feel
series of unfortunate
That was
events.
not an accident.
after
We
this,
all know.
well,
we all know, but as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, it was a series of very unfortunate accidents.
It was a series of the Jedi being not so cripped up. I don't
The
even know.
Jedi's monk abilities failing them at the last possible second.
when they needed them the most.
When Mace Windu needed that power to just literally punch through droid legions, it failed him in the Chancellor's office.
Oh yeah, you did do that, didn't you?
Yes, he did. On Hypori, an entire legion's worth of battle droids. No lightsaber, just karate
Fists.
chop and punch.
He sure does like fisting things, doesn't he? You didn't hear it from me.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, let's go over to Kiadi Mundi. The man had 5 wives.
Oh,
Well, where do you think he
I
was putting his head?
What?
Where do you think he was putting his head?
They were all Syrians too, so they all had the same head size. Oh no.
I completely forgot he had 5 wives. I forgot.
5 wives and like 20 kids.
Oh.
Isn't the reason for that simply just because of his species?
A man
Oh
does
yeah,
not
they
have
aren't like
20
they are like
kids.
dying or something. He doesn't care about his wives.
A man does not have 20 kids, and it is purely for that purpose.
It's just because his species is dying out. Very unfortunate, but damn.
That's the excuse. Yeah.
He has an excuse. That
He
doesn't
has an
mean that it's not for
excuse.
certain reasons.
He had a damn good excuse.
Damn.
He had what we call the fun excuse.
He had the fun excuse. He needed to procreate as much as possible.
But he didn't tell anyone why he needed to.
There was a general thing,
Strange.
survival of the species. They don't get into it too much. It's a cultural thing, you know?
That's a cultural thing. Oh my goodness. Alright. So,
On
yes.
to an actual subject, yes.
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 Alright, so how about, each Star Wars era's best and worst attributes? And I know that may be
Well-
very subjective, but I'm very curious what your thoughts are and stuff. And
The
that
prequels
does
had the best Star Wars, the best lightsaber combat.
yes.
Mhm.
And this does include the Old Republic era as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going all the way back to the Old Republic, they had everything.
They
You
did.
had the Sith Empire, you had the Mando Wars, you had the High Republic Jedi who literally had entire dynasties worth of people.
Yeah, the cinematics with the good. You had everything in the Old Republic because it was over like 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly and stuff. And like the way things worked were just so
You had
different.
young Yoda. You had-
No, you didn't. The Old Republic was like 3,000 years ago.
Yeah, Yoda's only
Was
like what, like 500-600? He wasn't even born yet.
900. He's like 980.
Oh, still, he wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, not for another 2,000 years. Unless you're talking about
oh
the
no,
Russian Reformation.
He was Russian Reformation, so he was born into the order right before it changed into what it was at the Russian Reformation.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Well, according to Wikipedia, at least in some respects, his species did exist in the High Republic.
Yeah.
An ancestor. Actually, no, he was in the High Republic. At the very least, at the tail end of it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, either way, it did last a long time and stuff.
And then the
Did you
second
know
the
that
Russian
Count Dooku's name was
Reformation came.
Yan? His first name?
Yan Dooku.
Really?
Yeah, Yan Dooku.
I see. Changed it to Tyrannus.
That
No,
was not his
no.
first name, though.
Yeah, no. Tyrannus was like his Darth name. That's what it was.
I know. I think Tyrannus just sounds objectively better overall.
True, especially over.
Yan.
Yeah.
Dorothy Yan.
Darth
Yams.
Yan.
Darth Yams, the food Sith.
No. Just imagine his master, like he's like, oh yes, you finished your training. You shall be known forth as Darth Yang.
And he's just like, bro, give me a better name. Shut up.
He's like, what? He's like, yes, the dark side has chosen this name. So go back to the dark side and ask them again.
You can't even finish that sentence.
No, I can't. No.
That's just such a crazy thing to think about.
It really is. I think as far as like the original trilogy is concerned, the Rebellion era, I think overall that they had the best storytelling out of the bunch. Excluding Clone War, excluding like the Clone Wars itself,
And the shit
I
we
think they
went
just
through.
had the most. What?
And the shit we went through.
Yes, excluding the shit we went through, because that's another class.
Oh yeah.
I think
That's a whole
the
different
original trilogy, I think it had the best storytelling because it was the most cohesive story from start to finish, and you had the high and low moments.
True.
Because you had
And
the
it was-
highs of A New Hope with the destruction of the Death Star, but then you don't ride that high. The next one, they're being hunted across the ends of the galaxy. getting absolutely wrecked no matter where they go.
And then the next one's kind of like a medium between it.
You still have a bit of failure. You still have a bit of,
but it's better.
But it's better because in the end they do still win, but it comes at a cost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then space teddy bears.
Yes, we love space teddy bears.
Gotta love Build-A-Bear Workshop.
Oh my god.
Anyway, what were you gonna say, Bear?
No,
Are we even gonna count the sequels as real or no?
In my own personal headcanon, I don't count them as real.
Same
In my
here.
personal headcanon, it's the comics, not. It's like Legends after.
In my personal headcanon, all I consider real: Mando, Ahsoka, and Andor. That's it. The movies, they can burn.
I haven't watched Andor.
Andor's good. I really enjoyed it. Like, I think that was the best representation of what it was like for the average person in the galaxy.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because it's not like some mystical space monk. It's not a born and bred soldier. It's just a dude who was just trying to live his life, and then one way or the other, just kind of got drawn into the shit. But instead of letting it kind of take him apart, he made it work, and he kind of rose up and became a bit better for it as a result.
I just thought of the stupidest shit in my life.
Let's hear it.
Oh God, what do you have to say?
He said it's just a guy, and I went, yeah, it's just a guy. It's just a man. And I thought of Guy Fieri as a superhero, Guy Man.
The mayor of Flavortown. Oh God.
Guy Man, Guy Man.
Kylo Man.
Kylo Man.
Yeah, I'm imagining Kylo Ren's whole aesthetic, but with the flame like decals from Guy Fieri's usual clothing, and then underneath it's Adam Driver with the frosted tips. What? Adam Driver with a goatee and Guy Fieri's frosted tips.
Oh no!
Oh my God! And then instead of just using the Force, he just throws barbecue sauce at people.
His crossguard lightsaber, it's not a lightsaber, it's a laser spatula.
What? It's a what?
It's a laser spatula.
That is a stupid sentence.
I know.
I can't stop imagining it.
Let's agree that design was probably the stupidest possible lightsaber design.
No, I'm just imagining him on his ship with all his crew. He's walking around and stuff with. Oh my God! And this whole crew just looks at him like, oh, why is he dressed like that? I don't know. Do you think it's for does it have any tactical significance in battle? Like, he has fucking flames on his shirt. What do you think? And then Kylo over here is like, "What'd you say?" Like, nothing, sir. Throws barbecue at his face. Oh, my eyes.
What the? You're gonna give me a brain aneurysm.
No,
It's not even regular barbecue sauce. It's like Carolina
Barbus.
Reaper. Or
Why did you
something
say
like
Barbus?
that. Brain no work.
Bro said Barbus sauce. That's
Barbus
real.
sauce. Yes.
Barbie
yes,
sauce.
and I stand by. Oh God, not the Barbie sauce.
Oh God. Not
I'm a Barbie girl.
Oh my God.
I think there is a video out there of a B1 battle droid singing Barbie Girl.
There shouldn't be.
There probably is though.
There most likely is. I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely would not be surprised.
Anyway, so yeah, I think that it's the original 6, and then everything else after that, besides the TV shows, can just burn. For all I care.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And then obviously any listeners listening in to the podcast, if you disagree, that's totally fine. Everyone has their own opinion.
Just know that it's wrong.
Okay.
Wow. Just wow.
Imagine being wrong. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, it couldn't be me either.
Oh, right. Okay. No. And then to talk about our era in the Clone Wars and the 4 years of war we had to go through. You know, I think the best attribute at that. I found the politics super interesting.
And they did it like when they showed the politics and they kind of showed the inner workings of the Jedi Council and the Galactic Senate. It wasn't really dry. Like I think when they presented it in the original or in the prequels, it was definitely a little bit on the dry side in a lot of respects. But they made it dynamic. They made it interesting. They threw in like the occasional assassination plot and everything else in the mix. Like,
oh yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, no, and then you can see like it has like real bearing on people as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, even like
you saw the effects episode
yes.
to episode.
Yes, exactly. Hell, like even when Rio Chuchi is like trying to get us the sentient race and stuff like that's a whole process that people have died because of that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole conspiracy there.
I also love the overall character progression as far as we clones are concerned. Because in the movies, we were nameless, we were faceless, one in hundreds of thousands, if not millions. But over the course of the Clone Wars, you got to see so many individual personalities emerge. You got to hear, see, and understand that, for the most part, we're all individuals. We're all unique.
Yeah.
We may share the same face and the same body, but each one has their own opinions, vices, passions, everything else.
Yeah, it even got to the point where we had people like literally desert the military and start families.
Yeah, that one dude on Seleucami.
I wonder how he's doing.
I'm sure he's doing
Maybe
fine.
he's okay. I don't know. I mean, with the advanced aging, I can't think that his wife would probably like him that much anymore. Just saying, practically.
I mean, if she truly loved him, that wouldn't, she wouldn't really care too much, I guess.
I suppose.
That's true.
I mean, she wouldn't be with him if she didn't, I suppose, since he's a clone.
Yeah. I mean, he would have told her.
She would have known.
Yeah,
exactly. How do we feel about Disney controlling Star Wars?
Dave Filoni and all the guys that make the Star Wars TV shows, they're fine. The people who greenlit the movies, they need to be executed by firing squad.
There are a lot of mistakes that have been made. I mean, have you heard the original plot? Because there was an original plot. I don't remember, but it was like 10 times better. And then
Wait,
the Darth Maul thing?
Yeah, the Darth Maul thing.
That storyline would have been fantastic.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's also the duel in the prequels between Palpatine and Mace that got bear maced.
Yes, I remember it was supposed to be a lot longer, wasn't it?
Yeah,
yep.
It was.
And then the day before, they canceled it for no reason, too.
Mm-hmm.
There was not a singular reason for it being canceled.
Damn, that would have been cool.
Yeah, and then we also missed out on some really good arcs as well in the Clone Wars, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. The scrap
because it got
season 7
canceled.
arcs.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the new season 7. Ah,
Yeah, no. And
have you heard some of the ones that there was?
I don't remember what they were, but I did hear them. It was really good. No, because I remember they were gonna like answer, like one of the arcs was gonna like answer like some questions and like fill in some info about like something. I forget what it was. I don't fully remember.
Hmm. There were also like there were a lot more, if I remember from some of the raw stuff that I saw. A lot of the scrapped arcs were a lot of like personal connection between like Obi-Wan and Anakin. Like I think there was even supposed to be something between Anakin and Mace, like kind of humanizing the connection a little bit more and humanizing the Jedi, which I think would have
Right.
made like the whole Order 66 thing even more tragic when it rolled around.
Right.
Mixed feelings about Disney controlled Star Wars.
Oh, I don't have mixed
that's good.
feelings. It's completely negative.
Ooh. I love the TV shows and I love what they've done in that regard, but as far as the movies are concerned, I can't get behind them no matter what.
Well, Dave Filoni was before Disney, so I don't count him as Disney.
Oh, true. He was
Yeah.
Lucasfilm's era, so I guess if we're going purely on Disney, then no, all bad.
Yeah.
No,
But if we include like guys like Dave, then it's good. Then I got mixed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, well, that
How about you, Bear?
I don't know. I feel the same way. Honestly, same way. I agree with the both of you. Yeah. So, well, I guess that was a very easy question.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then the next one is, right, the Rebel Alliance, and then not utilizing all Clone Wars era ships and weapons. And everything, because
Yeah, I suppose they didn't.
yeah, no, because I know that they did utilize some, but they didn't utilize a lot when they could have. Like there was opportunity to use more, but they just did not.
Oh,
Like how they
easily.
they didn't use very many Venators, but they could have done it kind of like X-Wings with
Yeah,
some of the non-hyperspace fighters. They could have used it as troop transports. Get in, drop, get out, get in, pull, get out.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think it would have been more effective, not if they use Venators, but if they use like Arqueans or the other lighter cruisers, the smaller varieties, or even Pelta-class frigates. If they used ships like that, I think they would have been a lot more successful, and it would have given them access to a ready capital fleets.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
True. And then plus, I feel like the rebellion probably doesn't have as many numbers to fill in that many Venator ships, and so it would be like really risky just to lose like
True.
one Venator ship, because like that's a lot of personnel. Everything just to run like a ship of that size, and they could easily get overrun because, as we all know, the Empire has a ton of military assets.
Absolutely disposable amount of crew, pilots, ground troops.
Well, look at how many people Vader chokes out.
Exactly.
And they just get
how many officers they got to replace on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's why they call Darth Vader the Kinkler.
Oh no.
I've never heard that.
You did not hear it from me.
Okay.
All right.
Also, crew complement wise, a fully staffed Venator, 7,400 crew members.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of people for them.
Yeah, and
no, the rebellion would have been able to crew one.
Yeah, no, and not only that, but also like I feel like you would also need like such like a large variety of training and expertise in so many different areas of the ship, just to have it be functional. Which I'm pretty sure is not as readily available within the rebellion.
No, definitely not.
Mm-hmm. So it would've
Because,
been-
like,
Mhm. Yeah, go.
oh no, you first.
No, you go. You're higher ranking. No, I'm joking. Rank doesn't matter in here.
Rank don't mean jack. Well, because when you had all clone crews for the Venators, we were all trained in specific areas,
Mhm.
and that training was specialized to those areas. But when you're coming from people just recruited off the street, who either have zero skill sets to begin with, or who have already been trained in a specific discipline that may not be applicable to a starship, it's really hard to retrain them. Also,
Mhm.
finding competent trainers and material and all that.
Yeah, I suppose it would be hard to train them. I mean, the Mandalorian would have been a good trainer if he was interested.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he's
Oh.
not.
Yeah.
He'd have been a fantastic combat trainer. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
if they picked up any of the Mandalorian like expatriates expatriates after the night, or what was it?
A knight.
What was the annihilation of Mandalore?
I'm trying
I mean,
to
the
remember.
Battle of
I'm trying to remember
Mandalore?
what the.
No,
It was like they have an
no.
actual name for it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forgot what it was called. I honestly do not remember.
I have no idea what you people are talking about.
It's when Mandalore got glassed
Mm-hmm.
and stuff.
In the Old Republic?
No, in the Empire Age.
Yeah, like they glassed
The
it
Great-
again.
I didn't know they got glassed. Huh.
They got glassed.
The Great Purge. That was what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a couple of
Mhm.
purges that the Empire did.
Hmm. The Great Purge specifically, they glassed. Oh, that was what it was. The Night of 1,000 Tears. That was what I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
That was when
yeah.
they. That was when they glassed Mandalore and reduced everything to ash and rubble. Not even rubble in a lot of cases.
Yeah, I mean, hell, it got to the point where like like nobody can even like set foot there without any type of protective gear or anything. They literally sent in droids to do the cleanup just because it was too dangerous for any actual like stormtroopers to go down there.
Or just any other biological beings, because you know they would have sent Wookiees down there if they could get away with it.
Hmm.
Or any other
True.
of the slave labor forces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the race that the big furry guy in Rebels was? They used that as last slaves too.
Lasat.
Lasat.
But their species was pretty much wiped out. For all
Oh,
intents and
okay.
purposes. Because their species resisted the Empire. And so the Empire just went, well, you don't have the right to exist as a species anymore.
Yeah.
Imagine if
You're-
all the humans did that and he just wiped out all the humans.
Then you would have killed off a majority of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Because despite
And he
there
would have put a
being so
lightsaber to his
many-
head.
He would have, yeah. Oh, jeez.
God.
Well,
Imagine.
It's crazy to think that in a galaxy of, I think they said 22 billion or some. Oh no, wait, no, that was
Yeah.
of
Wait.
course
No,
on
you're
Rome is
way
like
off.
3
Like
billion.
quadrillion.
Like 22 quadrillion. In a galaxy of like 22 quadrillion biological beings, humans make
Smart
up a
enough.
vast majority of that population.
Sentient, intelligent beings.
Sentient, intelligent beings. Humans make up a surprisingly large percentage of that population.
That's
Which is
because
kinda
we're
crazy.
just a bunch of rats. We're everywhere. We're like ants.
We just breed into and show up in every species' evolutionary chain at some point.
Or in our case, we're just fucking bred in a Camino.
We're fucking, yeah, we were literally bred.
Oh, I really thought you meant like the food were bred.
No.
But going back to the original thought of this session, And on top of that, if you look at not armor because that was specifically designed for us, but if you look at the amount of weapons that were produced for the clone armies and how fast it was all discarded, the rebellion could have picked that all up wholesale, and they could have armed themselves to the teeth far more effectively.
Yeah, they used a lot of off-brand stuff. They could have used like the DC lines of weapons.
They could have easily got the whole DC line. Like, look at how much equipment and just vehicles and equipment was sitting on planets like Braca.
Yeah.
One raid to that. You wouldn't even need to raid that place. Nobody would notice if it went missing anyway.
They're just gonna steal a planet?
No. The ships and the equipment.
The ships.
Yeah, the ships.
Nobody would have noticed if that stuff went missing anyway. There's just so much of it.
That's true. Actually,
Fair enough.
Actually, I mean that is basically what like the Bad Batch did. Like they went to like a scrap world and stuff, and then just loaded up on weapons and stuff. I'm pretty sure like if it wasn't for like making money through Sid, like that would be like their only way of like actually getting any type of ammunition without having to buy it.
They probably
I'm petting my microphone. Sorry. Continue.
They could have easily picked up all of the ammo and weapons they needed by just hitting one scrap world. Like they wouldn't have even needed Sid. They could have gotten everything in one go.
And the thing too, it's like because when they went to a scrap world, they also got like fucking like Haas missile shells, like artillery shells and everything. So you can even get like artillery and shit. All types of big guns that like no one has gone into yet.
Think about how much more effective, like the few ground battles that they truly engaged in. Think about how much more effective they would have been if the rebellion had simply picked up Clone Wars era equipment.
I mean, just DC-15As. They didn't even need much else.
True. And actually,
just grab the DCs.
No, and then not only that, but also like, even though our armor is made for us, they could still take it and then like just like reverse engineer and like modify it to fit them.
Yeah, I mean,
they probably could have reforged it or something.
There's straps. So for the people too big, they could have just added some, and for the people too small, they could have tightened the straps and cut a little bit off. Yeah. There's also the rebels not using any really of the Imperials stuff too. Or the guns. They just throw the guns down. They don't like steal a bunch of weapons usually. I mean, they steal, but they don't really steal that often.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if anything, I think the only thing that they really do is maybe like steal fuel or like blow it up, but like besides that, yeah, they don't really utilize it in any other way. Like they don't really utilize any of the inventories of the Empire and their assets.
I would almost wonder if it's kind of a case of they don't want to utilize the tools of their oppression. Like if the rebellion was seen using Imperial guns, Imperial armor, it doesn't matter if that armor's been like dressed up or changed in any way. It's still at its core, it's still Imperial equipment and machinery. And then maybe further could also be they don't want to use it in case there's any hidden fail-safes or anything like that, that even like, the highest ranking Imperial defectors that they have don't know about.
To be fair, if they used the enemy's weapons, it would just be beating the enemy at their own game.
But you have to remember that the rebellion, it was not only a matter like a rebellion in the military sense, in the military sense, but it was also very much a hearts and minds campaign.
Fair enough.
So if the rebellion is seen using their own guns or using the guns of sympathetic systems, sympathetic organizations and companies, then that says, oh, the rebellion is willing to break the cycle. They're willing to go to whoever they need to get the job done. But if they're purely sticking to imperial arms and munitions, then the case could be made, oh, when it's all said and done and the dust settles, they might just become the next empire.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that makes sense. And that would also probably explain why they don't utilize any clone trooper equipment either, because, after it was reorganized into the Empire, all clones and all clone assets is part of the Empire. They were just phased out.
Yeah, I suppose so. That's right. I don't know why they
That's
would
true.
phase out like all of the armor though, because it's heard that the Stormtrooper armor kind of sucked a lot.
Clone Trooper helmets alone had far better capabilities than Stormtrooper helmets ever did.
Yeah, like
Did I say Clone Trooper? Or did I say Stormtrooper?
You said Stormtrooper.
Okay.
You said Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
I thought I said Clone Trooper for some reason.
No. You said Stormtrooper.
No, I said Clone.
Yeah, he said Clone.
I said Clone Trooper.
Yeah, the clone stuff was better than the Stormtrooper stuff by far.
Exactly.
Our equipment is far superior.
Exactly. Like, for example, you can actually see where you're aiming.
Well, until phase 2.
Going further, until phase 2. Even phase 2 had better visibility than
Stormtrooper.
Still has better visibility than the average Stormtrooper helmet.
Yeah, so
not as good as phase 1, but still pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, and going further, we can actually aim.
Oh yeah, true.
like there was an entry where Commander Cody did say that he would actually be willing to give up an entire platoon of stormtroopers just to have one clone trooper. He actually said this, just to have one fully readied, like, out of Camino clone trooper.
Which is completely fair, because stormtroopers are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, if you also think about it too, the stormtroopers are conscripted soldiers. Their lives don't revolve around war. They have families. They have so many other things going on in their lives. But when it comes to us clones, born, bred, and war is all we know.
Families are overrated.
But,
well, besides brothers.
Respects,
but we are family.
All you need.
That's
is
why I
the
said
brothers.
besides brothers.
Oh, okay.
All you need is the brothers. That's it. But when you don't have those kinds of like distractions and that sort of thing, then an army becomes a million times more effective. Look at the example of the Spartans from Halo versus your average UNSC soldier.
Yeah.
Discounting.
They also had a bunch of
augmentations.
drugs.
Discounting the augmentations.
Oh, goodness. And then, all right, anything else about this topic?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
I think everything's been covered.
Yeah.
Well, we did the best of the eras, and then we kind of veered off and never did the worst. And we didn't even do all of the eras fully, did we? Or give all of our opinions.
That's true. Could go back to that.
All right. Yeah. No. So I mean, okay. So what is the worst of each era then?
Just like in list style, each person does their list.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Writing for the prequels. I guess technology for the Old Republic, just because they're old. I can't really think of any. Well, I guess effects for the original trilogy, since it was made all the way in the 80s, and everything in the sequels.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I just can't think of a good thing about the sequels.
No, not really.
Yeah, no, not really. All right, how about you, Engie?
Sequels, nothing good. Nothing I can think of.
I mean, Adam Driver's hot, I guess. You didn't hear it from me.
You know, you're right. I did not hear that from you.
Yeah, I didn't hear hear it from you either. I think it was Sterling that said that.
Yeah, Sterling said that. That's what the transcript said. He just jumped into the call, said Adam Driver's hot, and then left.
Exactly.
On to your opinion, Engie?
The sequels, nothing good. Nothing I can think of. Like, they tried to copy the original trilogy and failed miserably.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. The original trilogy. Well, I think some of the special effects definitely could have used some work. For the time, they were absolutely impressive. And I think for the most part, most of the special effects, the set designs, and the technology, it still holds up. Because it's got that very retro futuristic vibe, which I think has been indicative of Star Wars, even now in the present times. Like, everything's still kind of got that look about it. Definitely a negative of the original trilogy would be another one would be lightsaber combat, but that's more due to the fact that they hadn't really fleshed it out.
Yeah.
And they're kind of just starting out when it came to lightsaber combat. So there's that. The prequels.
It got better over time, though.
Oh yeah, no, it did get better over time. Like, I really enjoyed Vader and Luke's duel on the Death Star, on the second Death Star, on Endor. That was good.
Yeah.
I liked that.
It kind of evolved with the movies. It went from left and right and just holding it out in front of you to actually doing things.
Yeah, it's like actual
Lightsaber.
full-scale combat and everything.
Yeah.
I think for the prequels, Hayden Christensen's acting.
Oh my god. I'm
I-
so
I-
happy I'm not the only one who thinks this. I'm so look,
Hayden Christensen's acting.
look,
They definitely could have brought in an acting coach or something.
Yeah, look,
That's actually why I said writing. I think his acting was exactly what George Lucas wanted, and George Lucas wanted the wrong thing.
Yeah, the writing definitely. Some of the writing was good. Other times it was just like.
it was yeah.
Don't make me kill you.
Yeah,
Exact-
it was-
exactly.
it was pretty crazy.
It's a- well, Well, we did get some great quotes out of that writing. For example, the high grounds.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. That
but
was,
that's
Hello there.
yeah,
Actually, wait. All the good quotes came out of Ewan McGregor.
exactly.
All the memorable quotes either came from Ewan McGregor or
Wait,
Natalie Portman.
no, because there is the one where Hayden Christensen.
If you say the
says,
sand one, if you say the sand one.
No. This is where the fun begins.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it. That was the one memorable.
Yes, there you go. So not all of his acting was bad. Not all of his lines were bad.
Yeah, but like another happy landing also came from
Ewan McGregor,
Ewan
Obi-Wan.
McGregor.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. That's true. But still,
But and then
he had his moments.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him. He wasn't like the worst actor out there, but at the same time, I think if they had done a little bit more acting coaching and maybe they had written his lines a little better, I think it would have been amazing. Let's see. The amount of red flags that Padme absolutely ignored throughout the course of the entire prequels.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Literally.
Anakin is just one giant walking red flag, and she completely ignored all.
He admitted to murdering women and children in front of her, and she's just like, oh no.
Anyway, let's make a kid.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
Like what? I think she might have had a couple of substances in her system.
She was on the death sticks like you are.
She talked to
Yeah. Plo Koon
That's
was
just
objectively the best Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it was him and then Obi-Wan after that.
Yeah, Obi-Wan could have been a little better, but I mean, think about it. Plo Koon was balanced. He thought of the clones as human. He dabbled in the dark side a little bit. He dabbled in
Mhm.
emotions a little bit. He was never too far in the light, but he was never too far in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. 100%.
And I think as far as clone treatments are concerned, I would say it was him first and then Obi-Wan. Because they both regarded their troopers as human. They both understood we were human beings, like individual thoughts, feelings, and emotions. They never regarded. Because I don't think I ever heard Obi-Wan or Plo Koon refer to the clones as anything but their names.
Yeah, I mean, Anakin never did that either, but also
Oh.
Anakin basically was Mr. Suicide Strategy, so
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I don't
that's
count
true.
it.
Right.
Yeah. that's why he's not second. He cared about his
Tactical.
clones, but not enough to make good tactics.
Tactical disregard on a mass scale.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you just have someone like Mace Windu there who's like stick up his ass.
Mace Windu did not care a little bit, man.
He really did not care.
Dude, the worst line ever in the Clone Wars that's ever come out of his mouth is the whole after Ahsoka, it's like, this was a test by the Force.
Oh god.
Or whatever.
Oh my god, yes. Wow.
Jedi Council ought to be shot for that remark.
Okay, wait. Or what about the speech at like that one like factory to like all like these B1 and B2 droids?
Oh,
like, I have the
that one.
Yeah, like that whole speech, and then telling them to surrender and expecting.
He acted like they were
work.
intelligent.
Exactly, and like that they're as if they're not programmed to shoot anyways.
I'm just surprised they didn't just try to light him up the second he started talking.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they should have just interrupted and went, Jedi.
yeah, but they're not that smart though. So.
Well, okay, so I guess a slight deviation going off that remark. How terrifying would the droid armies have been if they had actual competent artificial intelligence embedded in them?
Oh, like fucking.
They had like
droids?
billions or trillions of droids. If they had commando droid level blind. What the fuck?
Level intelligence.
I don't even have B1 level intelligence.
You were in your tube for a little bit too long, weren't you, Hog?
Not long
That
enough.
plus the death sticks. That plus the death stick.
I'm a little underdeveloped.
Oh god.
Underdeveloped.
I've got this suspicious lump on my head.
Oh
no.
Oh no. Oh god.
Anyway, back to what you were saying.
I forgot.
If the average droid soldier
Had like commando
had the
level brains.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, if they had commando level brains, that would be insane. Because there's like trillions of them, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they're so like cheaply made, so it's like they pump them out of the factory.
Yep. Extremely cheaply made.
But with minorly better AI, because it's just programming. Doesn't really cost that much more to do just programming, would it really?
No, they really just wanted to underpay their software developers.
Yeah, I mean, fucking like. Okay, I mean, the thing is like they literally have tactical droids to manage B1 and B2s. Like, if they could put them on like some sort of like hive mind network, so like they all share the same intelligence, they would have been so much more scarier.
They tried that.
Forget commando droid intelligence. If they had tac droid level intelligence,
it would be
war
over.
War would have been over in a matter of minutes.
But no, they tried the hive mind thing with the Lucre Hulk, and then Anakin blew up a Lucre Hulk, and they didn't try it again.
Because they realized, oh,
they can just
this
blow
one
up the
ship
control
gets
ship.
destroyed. If this one ship gets destroyed, our entire army goes kaput.
Now, if they had multiple
I mean,
broadcasting points,
well, I mean, okay,
then it maybe would have worked.
Well, I mean, no, because the way I was thinking, it's like, because with what they did there, it's like, yeah, it was a hive mind, but like the level of intelligence was not shared through all the droids all the intelligence was at that one broadcast station. I'm talking about like a true hive mind where it's like it doesn't matter what you take out, they all share the same intelligence and they still function.
You mean
Oh,
like
yeah. So like a hive mind with the intelligence of a super tactical droid.
Yes.
And so
exactly.
all of them have the intelligence of a super tactical.
Yes.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
that were a thing, then it would have been over immediately. But that's not what Sidious wanted.
No, it was
Mhm.
not. It was
so
not.
hive mind wise? Are we thinking like Borg style hive mind from Star Trek, or more the Geth from Mass Effect?
What in the world do you... What? Those are words?
Yes, those are both words.
Okay, I've never played Mass Effect and I've never watched Star Trek, so I'm out of my league.
You know what I'm talking about there? Or am I just descending into another level of nerd?
You're like a 40k guy?
No, I'm not. I'm not that far down the hole.
Okay, good.
I have standards.
Okay,
Fair enough.
I've only seen a little bit of Star Trek, and I've only just started playing Mass Effect. So I kind of have an idea of what you mean, but not fully.
Basically, so the Borg is like a true, like, essentially you have a queen that controls an individual colony, and the drones are nothing more than extensions of that queen. Whereas the Geth hive mind would be a little more like individual level intelligence, but at the same time, an individual AI can go to the main collective and say, hey, I need help with this.
We're talking more about the Borg then,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
where it's
So
one
more.
thing controlling everything.
Ah, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. No, that would be scary effective.
But that one thing is as good as like a super tactical droid, or even better than a super tactical droid, since they can put more money into it and more size into it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah.
Or they could put small ones in multiple places and then have them network with each other. Because with sounding boards, they could become even better, build off of each other.
Oh, so
Imagine that. Like General Kalani from late era Clone Wars and then the Rebels. He built upon the mistakes, he learned from the mistakes of other tactical droids to increase his own tactical capabilities in turn. What's the next topic?
I don't know if there's another topic. It's been about 2 hours and a lot of this is going to be cut.
Yeah, we have already gone through all 4 topics, so... Yes, so that is the end of our very first episode of the Media Team podcast for the 41st Regiment, or the 41st MTP for short, and everything. And then thank you again, everyone, for tuning in and then enjoying our craziness. Again, I am Staff Sergeant Bear, 7850, Sergeant Major Engie. I don't remember your number.
1027.
Right, and then CTV, right? Yeah.
CTV Hog 7904.
There we go. Everything as our host and stuff. And then in the second episode, we will have a different host, since we'll be rotating hosts, and we will have our first guests on the podcast. Who it is, that will be a surprise. Maybe they are high-ranking officers, or maybe they're just a plain C2. Who knows? But tune in next time, and then you'll find out, and the type of shenanigans we'll get up to.
Probably
It's
be a
not
little
really just
tamer
gonna
than
be
this.
It's not really going to be rotating hosts. I'm just going to be spinning around in circles while doing the podcast. Call that rotating.
It'll be Hog and I with fake accents again.
Hello, how you doing, mate?
It's just
Howdy,
like,
partner. How
No.
you doing today?
no.
My name's Bog.
My name's Chatterbox.
No, it is not.
With completely new CT numbers and new helmets.
My name's Duck.
Any last remarks to say to the listeners from either of you?
Just hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to our shenanigans, and hope you enjoyed.
Watch the bloopers. Or don't.
Yes,
Actually,
listen
probably
to
don't.
the listen to the bloopers if that ever comes out.
If it comes out. If.
If
That's
it
a
comes
massive
out.
if.
Yeah, that is a pretty big if. I'm gonna have to see if it's even possible to get them approved.
Once you make a blooper
Probably
reel, Bear, I
not.
got it. You gotta show me the blooper reel.
Oh, I'm definitely showing you the blooper reel. Don't worry about that, my good sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
I
you
also
just
kinda wanna
post
hear the
it
end.
for the hosts only.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or for
Maybe
media
we-
team only.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, thanks for tuning in to the listeners out there, whoever they are, if we even have any.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.